working at the Imperial Hotel in Tokyo, and this area called Ginza, so which is center of Tokyo.
Hey everybody, it is 2019, and in 2018, Next Level Rugby was all over the country and the world, bringing you coverage of our sport up close and personal. It all started in Denver, then headed out to Vegas, and then next thing you know, we're in New York City, Japan, Austin, Texas, and a bunch of other places all across the country. But we would really like to thank the players, our fans, and most importantly, our partners.
Probably tried to sound unbiased. I've
to drive
made it like known in the past already. I'm a diehard like Harvard rugby fan. And
so let's just take a look at some of the shots that we really loved and fell in love with, and what made 2018 a special year is going to make 2019 even better. We're looking forward to what 2019 brings, and stay tuned. And remember, every day is a rugby day.
It's great. We all love each other. We all like hanging out at these tournaments. I mean,
just meeting so many new people and getting to know them is just amazing. And meeting so many new friends, definitely.
One word is family. Like, you got people like you can depend on.
Probably my favorite part of playing rugby is like I can forget any problem I'm having at school or at home or just any kind of worry or burden and just like give it my
Welcome, everybody, to the shores of the Charles River, Mignone Field, here in beautiful Cambridge, Massachusetts. I'm Liam Poach, and I'm happy you could join me today for some Ivy League rugby action here on Next Level Rugby. Today's matchup, the home team Harvard Crimson play host to the Cornell Big Red. It's a new season, a clean slate, and both of these teams would like to get off on the right foot on the path towards the Ivy League championship. For Harvard, well, this might be a week one on their official schedule. Just last Saturday, the Crimson-clad Warriors went north of the border to play McGill in the yearly Covell Classic Cup. That ultimately was a 48-15 loss.
Good.
But to give you guys the roster for today's matchup.
Black Captain Ray!
For Cornell,
Captain
number 1,
Ray!
Billy Wilkinson. Number 2, Carl Ashkar. Number 3, Nathan Blumenfeld. The kickoff is about to get underway now. Number 4, Max Lowry. Number 5, Cameron Canara. Number 6, Charles Dwan. At the number 7 spot in the number 17 jersey, Connor Thomas. Number 8, Taehoon Kim. Number 9, Jesse Thompson. Number 10, Tom Barron. Number 11, Javon Walker. Number 12, Ben Villani. Number 13, Dan Pirani. Number 14, Ben Wooten. And number 15, Zach Ziti. That is your Cornell roster here as Harvard has possession deep in their own territory, and they will kick to touch. For the Harvard roster, number 1, Pat Connor. Number 2, Adam Harper. Number 3, Gavin Prentice. Number 4, Andrew Lewis. Number 5, David Carey. Number 6, Robert Collins. Number 7, Sebastian Schwartz. Number 8, Nick Monaco. Number 9, Spencer Carter. Number 10, Ryan Santos. Number 11, Kevin Zhu. Number 21, Jason Stain. Number 23, Pierce O'Donnell. They're wearing different jerseys today just because of some size issues. Number 14, Mike Walker. And number 15, Jordan Mumbako.
Thank you.
That is your roster for the Harvard Crimson. Now let's get back to the action on the field where Cornell has a throw-in at the lineout. Paw going up. Complete for Cornell. Harvard tackling up the ball carrier there. Cornell now setting up in their offensive formation. They're going short. Let's see if they can run some pick and goes to get out of their own territory.
Clean counter.
Harvard great on the counter ruck, and that is stolen. It's Harvard's possession, so let's see if they can set up and pull some action here on Cornell. Oh, intercepted by Cornell, but the ref is going to blow the whistle and bring play to a stop. That is a penalty to Harvard.
Right there. Yep.
So number 10, Ryan Santos, the team standout from the game against McGill last week, he is going to take the ball and likely kick in the touch. And there it goes. So it's going to be a line out pretty close to the Cornell try-zone.
What? 5. They declared 5.
Up.
What?
There
10.
you see that interception again by Cornell.
You're
all right,
right
setting
there.
up the line out now. It's Harvard's throw-in.
Yeah.
Number 2, Harper throws in out to Ryan Santos. Ryan Santos gets it out to his man. Harvard moving the ball steadily, getting through tackles, setting up to the left side now. Number 9, Carter, gets it out to Santos once again. Santos trying to get it down the line. He might up Cornell's defense, able to catch up. Swallowing up the ball carrier. It's going to take more than one man to get him down, though. Number 9, setting up his wings to the right. Out to the outside. Number 7, Sebastian Schwartz, going to try to take it in. Can he get it on the extension? Is the ref going to give it to him? Oh, nope, it's still outside, barely outside of the in goal. And the ref is going to give him the try. That is the first score to Harvard. That's a can of corn right there, kid. Congratulations. Ryan Santos takes the quick conversion. It is 7-0 Harvard Crimson over the Cornell Big Red. Let's take another look at that beautiful try, just getting through the bodies best they can. And Harvard is on the board first. And of course, this is rugby. That means it's winner's ball, so Cornell will be kicking off to the Harvard Crimson. Of course, again, in the sport of rugby, you can receive your own kickoff if you can get it up high enough or if the team fumbles the reception. Our referee is setting up in the midfield, handing it off to the Cornell kicker, and we're going to get this next series of phases underway. Right now, it is a hot 78 degrees here at Mignone Field. And that's probably going to take its toll on the endurance of the players at some point, probably in the second half. And the kickoff is up. Almost taken it. Cornell gets their own kickoff. Number 11 for Cornell, taking it laterally across the field. He's looking for support.
All right, we're going to play the original knock-on.
And there's a knock-on. The referee is calling them back to the original point of
We had a
the
knock-on,
penalty.
and then your side committed an obstruction. We're going to play the knock first.
So they're going to come down to the middle of the field, and they're going to scrum it up. Last week, the scrum was one particular weak point for Harvard against McGill. Of course, they were not at full strength for that roster. So let's hope they can get a little bit more execution here in the set piece.
I just done it. We're going tested, just like what we discussed in pregame.
And it's going to be number 9, Thompson for Cornell, putting it into the scrum.
You're good right there. Coach! Bind! Set! Directly out. Let's try that again.
Directly out, so the referee is going to call a re-scrum. So the ball has to be contestable inside the scrum in order for it to continue. If it goes right on out, the referee 9 times out of 10 is probably going to call a re-scrum. So here we go for this second attempt of the first scrum of the day.
Catch! Bind! Set!
Thompson puts in. Ball's coming out pretty good. Uncontested scrum.
Backwards, pull
Oh,
on!
just through the legs of the Cornell receiver. Thompson has the ball himself.
Tackle.
Not every day you see a
High tackle!
scrum half going into the tackle. That's a
Whenever
penalty
you're
to
ready.
Cornell. They're going to go off the foot. They're going to go quickly. Thompson kind of alone out there in the middle of the field, not a ton of support. He gets the shuffle pass right off the ground. Cornell trying to get themselves in order. Thompson out to his man, but he's probably going backwards in terms of total ground gained.
Backwards, play
Number
on!
6, Dwan, takes possession. Oh, but no, it's going to be a turnover, and Harvard is going to take the ball. So let's see if they can reset up, try to get the attack going. They are close to Cornell territory. Deep pass down the side. Up. And that's going to be number 15, Mubako, taking the ball. Out to number 10, Ryan Santos. Santos gets it down the line to the other side of the field. That's going to be Monaco with the ball. Oh, but no, it's turned over once again to Cornell.
Okay.
The referee is going to stop play there, try to get some order here on the pitch.
Going to have a white scrum.
Deep pass down the side. Going to see a replay of that. The pass out to Mubako. He starts to gain some serious ground. He could have had going to be number there. Maybe one more pass might have resulted in the try. But for right now, we're going to be going to a scrum inside Cornell territory.
You're good right there. Catch!
And it's going to be a put into Thompson for Cornell.
Set! Out!
Thompson puts it in. The ball comes out. Getting it to the back line. Off his boot. And that ball is going to go into touch. And it will be a throw-in to the Harvard Crimson.
Bounced out, right? All right.
So number 2, Adam Harper will throw in for the Crimson now. Up to the first pod, out to his first scrum half to Santos. The Harvard Crimson player certainly taking it pretty far, nearly running away from support, but here comes his guys. Harvard starting to get some momentum to the outside. Number 11 along the try line. He has one man to beat. Can he get there? Mubako coming up in support, goes into the ruck. Carter comes up, gets the ball out, passes out to his man.
Don't reach!
They are right there, knocking on the door of the in goal. Carter goes to the other side to Mubako. Mubako, can he get it on the extension? And that's a try number 2 for the Harvard Crimson. Number 15, the fullback, Mubako. So the conversion is to come. So right now, it is 12-0 Harvard Crimson over the Cornell Big Red. Let's take another look at this replay and see how they were able to get that matchup advantage. They were able to, so you see number 21 charging through the center of the Cornell defense. They cannot bring him down. That gets a bunch of guys in the middle of the field, and Harvard is able to set it up to the outside with a great numbers advantage. But here comes number 11 barreling through tackles. He sets it up for Mbako to come on his right side. He gets the ball. Left side, sorry, for Mbako, and he goes right on into the try zone. Ryan Santos will now kick the conversion. Left of center. Not a big breeze for him today to deal with. And the conversion is good. 14-0 Harvard Crimson over the Cornell Big Red.
Yep.
Santos, he's a player that a lot of people here at Harvard are very excited for. Again, he was one of the standout players for this team in the loss to McGill last week in the Covell Classic Cup.
1 for 21, but open palm is legal.
So once again, Harvard will be receiving the kickoff.
So it's a
and
blood
Cornell,
substitute?
needing to get some momentum, will probably try to cover their own up.
Let me see here. Time's up. Trainer. Blood substitute.
And we have our first substitute of the game. Number 12, Villani for Cornell, is coming off the pitch.
10 minutes. Need a blood substitute. Wipe.
The referee not allowing the match to continue until a proper substitution has been made by the Cornell Big Red.
He can come up in the next. Time's back on. He has
Number
up to
10,
10
Byron
minutes.
for the Cornell going to kick off.
Yep.
Beautiful kick to his right side. Out to number 5, Carey for Harvard. He's going to try to take it. Carter's going to get it outside to Schwartz. Schwartz again forcing multiple defenders to commit to the tackle. Carter gets it out of the ruck again onto Santos. Santos going to try a grubber kick. Can Mbako get there? No, just barely. The Cornell player able to soccer style get it out of his reach, and he takes it a good distance. Cornell going to set up their offense to try to get something going deep inside Harvard territory. Oh, no, it's a turnover to Harvard. That counter ruck has been working great for them today. Santos going down the side. Out to his man. Oh, but that might be a knock-on, and the referee does stop play. Harvard had a great opportunity out there by the try line, out by the touch line, sorry there, and could have opened up the space, but not quite there. We're going to see that turnover once again. Harvard has been doing great in the counter ruck so far. Stripped the ball from the ball carrier. Righty was going to the ground, and Harvard, the scrum half Carter, able to get there quickly and make sure they can capitalize. Now we're going to go to the scrum. It's going to be a Cornell put in by Thompson.
Fight! Set!
Thompson puts it in. Out to Barron. Villani takes it. The counter ruck by Harvard once again. Number 4, Lewis, going to try to take it far through a couple tacklers.
Thank you.
Carter tries to get it out. He's tackled by the defender. Harvard getting it to the outside. They have a numbers advantage. Mbako could try to take it all the way. He's getting into the middle of the field, going to try to put it underneath the post. And yes, it is going to be a Harvard Crimson try. Canicorn there, kid. Way to go.
Nice hustle.
That is the second try of the match, and of the half even, for number 15, Mbako. Santos going to take the drop
could try to take it all the way.
It is 20.
He's getting into the middle of the field, going to try to put it underneath the post.
And yes, it is going to be a Harvard Crimson. So let's see the Crimson keep on rolling. That's a replay right there. Mbako takes it up the far touchline, cuts it into the inside, able to put it right underneath the post and make it just so easy for number 10, Ryan Santos, to get the conversion. And once again, the Crimson are setting up to receive the kickoff.
Yep, whenever you're ready.
And here comes the kick. Shallower than the last one. This is fielded by number 5, Carey for Harvard. Carter's coming it in, getting it out quick. That's into the arms of number 6, Collins for Harvard.
He's down!
Carter setting him up once again. He has Schwartz right behind him. He's a hard-charging runner. The Cornell player comes right over the ruck. You would think he was trying to stop a kick in football. Schwartz is going to take this quickly. He gets some ground. He gets it out to the outside. It's going towards the touchline. Mumbako is right out there in support. Harvard taking it farther and farther. Mumbako able to get the pass in. Can he get through one player? No, he's going to be brought down. Cornell going to try to set up that defense, but Harvard's receivers are way out there on the staggered line. Schwartz on the extension gets the try. Can of corn, that's a try for Harvard.
You know when no punt is okay for a handoff. Yeah, it is.
Sebastian Schwartz, the man with the hair. And we're going to see that replay right now of that fabulous extension. Harvard taking it farther and farther. Mumbako able to get the pass in. Can he get through one player? No, he's going to be brought down. Sebastian Schwartz in support. He's always right there. You know he's going to want to go into contact. You know he's going to want to welcome it. Well, guess what? He says hello to the Cornell Big Red. And guess what? He's going to try to take it in for the try for the team's 4th score of the match.
They're conducting themselves like Harvard gentlemen.
And here he goes right there. Absolutely physical specimen. And here comes Santos with the conversion attempt.
All right. Thank you.
And that And that conversion is successful by Santos. So it is 28-0, the Harvard Crimson. Once again, Cornell setting up to kick off.
Yep, bring them on.
And they're going to try to see if they can bring any kind of momentum
their way. All right, that's a front row sub.
They're making a front row sub right now. Number 4, Lowry is going off for Cornell. And let's see if we can see the number.
Thank you. On the
number 18.
Thank you.
Rosa for Cornell is coming on.
All right, whenever you're ready. Oh, great.
Mumbako feels the kick, almost jumbles it right off his chest. Going to the far touchline. Oh, but an errant pass by Harvard brings it into touch.
I saw the ball hit the white.
Harvard trying to be a little sneaky there.
I saw the ball hit the white. That's going to be a white line.
Try to keep on playing it even though the ball went into touch, and that's going to be a Cornell throw-in on the line out.
Numbers 5, Nia Hooker. Hey, all right, cool. Back 2 steps, black 2. Hey, there's the white. All right. We have knock on.
A little bit of a messy line out right now. Referee
scrum.
going to try to get some order in there. Technically a knock on to Harvard.
In the line, it's going to be on the 15. Yep.
And he's going to be bringing in for a scrum.
It's going to be on the 15.
A scrum on the 15-meter line.
Right here.
Cornell once again threatening inside Harvard's territory. Whether or not anything will become of this situation remains to be seen.
Black.
Thus far, they have not been able to get their passing game as fluid as they would probably like.
Fight! Set!
Put in by Cornell. Looking forward, his 8-man's gets it out to him. Pass deep down the line, but not able to be corralled by the back for Cornell. Harvard swarming on the ball carrier, still keeping their defensive formation though. Cornell gonna see if they can get this one back deeper into Harvard territory. Their wings are a little bit shallow right now, so I don't know how they expect to move the ball very far if the defenders don't have to move too far to get to them. Here comes Cornell. Cornell trying to move, but they're going backwards. That defensive line of Harvard still working very well to keep them out of their territory, or at least keep them out of the deep part of their territory.
All right.
But unfortunately, it's a penalty. And Cornell is going to kick for the post to make sure they get out of this half with at least some points up on the board.
Yep, right here.
And kicking for Cornell is going to be the big man, number 1,
put your hands up. Do not distract the kicker by any means. What? Yeah, you are 10.
The kick is up.
And was that good?
The kick is good, just barely enough leg for the Cornell man to make it. Wilkinson now 1 for 1 on the day, and it is 28-3, Harvard over Cornell. Now here's a new sight for you folks watching at home. Harvard will be kicking off to Cornell. Santos takes the kick. It goes high. Harvard's going to try to get there. But no, Wilkinson able to field it. Cornell deep in their own territory, going to try to work something to get it out of there.
That was... Sorry, that was a bubble that went forward.
Referee calling a knock-on in favor of Harvard, and that will likely be a scrum.
All right. Time is up! Water! Water!
And the referee is calling a water break because, like I told you folks, it is currently 78 degrees here in Cambridge, Massachusetts. And even up here in the booth, I'm wearing some long khakis, and it is a hot one right now, I can tell you. Once again, folks, you are watching Next Level Rugby. Make sure to like our page on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube because we have tons of great USA Rugby action.
When we resume. Thank you.
Play is going to get ready to resume pretty shortly. The players just got to get in some of that Bobby Boucher juice first. Fun fact, Adam Sandler actually spent much of his time this past summer on the North Shore while filming his new movie in Marblehead. So that certainly excited some folks here in the Bay State. And we're going to get back to the action.
Yep, Mark's right here.
Carter for Harvard is going to be putting it into the scrum here on the near touchline.
All right, time's back on. Crutch. Bind. Set.
Carter puts in, once again, an uncontested scrum. Going out to Santos. A fake switch. Mumbako hits the gap. Can he get it? No, out to Schwartz. Schwartz, once again, the hard-charging man, gets it out to his support, O'Donnell. Out to number 14, Bacher. Bacher trying to get it in on the extension.
Held up, but we're going to have
held up in the try zone. That is not quite another score for Harvard, but at this point and at this distance, it could only be delaying the inevitable.
Hold it. All right, listen. Here's the deal on
We're going to take a replay. O'Donnell out to Bacher. Bacher
was not
taken in by the Cornell player, tries to get it on the extension, but you see number 8 for Cornell there, gets his knees under it at just the very last second.
All right, time's back on. Whenever you're ready.
Is Santos going to try a little kick? And Harvard will very likely try to line out and maul. Not something that we've seen from them today.
Numbers, please. 5.
Always need a good first one for the season. It's going to be O'Donnell to throw in. Or sorry, it's going to be Harper to throw in.
That is a maul.
Successful line out by Harvard, and they're into the maul. but Cornell is pushing back, and that's going to go into touch.
All right, we have a black ball, black
And it's
line
going
again.
to be a Harvard throw-in. Great defense by Cornell, making sure that Harvard Mall doesn't even
Wait,
get
you're still
going.
on the try line.
That's a quick line out.
Stay, White, stay.
Carter
That's
gonna
out.
let it stay in. Out to number 3, Prentice. Prentice, stiff arms, 1, 2. Can he get it on the extension? And he does.
Disallowed
That
that
is
reach.
another Harvard try.
What? No hooking. It's called untested for a reason. Wait, yeah.
It is 33-3 here at Mignone Field in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and the crowd is going wild. Santos so far, he is 4 for 4 on conversions. Can he get another one and make it 5 for 5 and be perfect on the day? Santos sets up. On the far touchline, gonna have to angle this one in. Can he stay perfect? He looks again. He looks again. He cocks back. The kick is up.
Yep.
And the flagmen are saying it's good. He's 5 for 5, and it is 35-3 Harvard Crimson over the Cornell Big Red. Now back to some familiarity, folks. Cornell will be kicking off to Harvard. How about this, folks? After a rough showing last week against McGill, in which the final score of 48-15 seemed a little bit demoralizing, the Harvard Crimson are running over their Week 1 opponents, 35-3 so far. And we're, again, not even at halftime. Here goes the Cornell kick. Schwartz is in the area.
Handoff.
Is going to get taken by O'Donnell. O'Donnell winding and weaving between the defenders. He gets back up. No ruck was formed. And finally one is. Carter's going to get it out to his left side. Into the arms of Prentice, the try scorer. And it's going to go to Carey. Carey getting through the defenders, trying to weave and bob. Carter once again out to his playmakers. Santos out to Schwartz. Schwartz is going to break through. Stiff arm after stiff arm. Can anything stop this kid? Oh, and what could have been a near try on an offload to Rockero results
Forward pass, nice try.
in a forward pass, and that is a penalty to Cornell. Great momentum, great series of phases by Harvard, and that's just kind of encapsulated what this game has been. It's been great phases to get the fans going. Harvard has been getting some great momentum through some great passing, unlike what they were doing against McGill. Unfortunately, Cornell's defense just cannot seem to close up those holes and cannot seem to bring down the ball carriers with one tackle. Here goes the scrum. Once again, it will likely be uncontested.
Set.
Thompson takes it out. And that's going to be a kick. Cornell gets it out of their territory. It's going to bounce into Harvard. Mumbako has it at number 15. He's going to stutter step a little bit. He's looking for his guys. He finds a gap. He's trying to get to the far touchline. It could very well go all the way. The kid has got his 3rd try of the day. How is this even possible? That's a try for the Harvard Crimson. Third try of the day for Mubako.
What?
Let's see that replay. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Patches O'Houlihan hand would be so proud of this kid right now, the way he got through those gaps.
10. 2 steps that way, please. Thank you.
15 total points. Trying to get to the
goes
far
Ryan
touchline.
Santos
It
with a
could
short conversion
very
now.
well go
Ken
all.
goes 6 for 6.
And he does. 42-3. Harvard.
Hey, can you tell them number to watch the popping stiff arm? There's a difference between a slight bend with just bending your toe without
The referee trying to make sure Santos can make it
So
clear
it
to
is
Schwartz
legal,
that
but you can't-
certain stiff arms might be
Hold it
closer
one
to a
second.
punch rather than
Time's up.
just a
All right,
friendly
now,
push.
So the thing is, like this right here, that's a strike. This right here is a
And the
bend.
time is going to
Okay?
be off as the referee takes a few more seconds to
back on.
explain. Time back on, and Cornell is going to kick.
All right. 9. I just talked to number 10 about it. He'll tell 15. I'll see you in the next stoppage. All right, whenever you're ready.
Here goes Cornell. Oh, short kick. That is definitely not going to go 10 meters. And that goes into touch.
All right.
And Harvard is
Hey,
going
marked.
to opt to go
Marked.
for the line out.
Marked. Nice try, but no, it's marked. No quick, though, that's all. Yes.
Adam Harper with the throw-in. Goes to his second pod, but it goes right through the tunnel. At least it was straight. Carter out to
12, I
Santos.
saw that.
Santos out to number 21, who gets through the tackle. It is a day of broken tackles, and here goes number 21 for the Harvard Crimson. That is Ruck. That is Stain right there for the Crimson, who got that big run and eventual try. The Harvard Crimson are just rolling. And here comes the replay. Let's see how the Harvard Crimson got that, 7th try of the match. And it's not even halftime.
Jesse,
Folks,
sorry.
let's
I
hear
just
your
told
score
her to
predictions in
relay
the
the
comments
message.
right
I
now.
told
Tell
them
us,
there's a
what do you
difference
think this
between
game
that
is going to
right
end
there,
at? What are going
which
to be
I
the
am
final
allowing,
numbers on the
and
board?
this
That
right here,
Santos
okay?
kick is good, by the
All right.
way. It is 49-3.
Yep.
And as the Cornell players lumber on up to the halfway mark, Harvard has got to be feeling pretty good. Here comes the kick, a little better than the last one. That's going to be fielded by number 11, Zoo.
He's down.
Carter up to the ruck. And that's into the arms of Harper, who goes into the tackle. Carter once again out to Santos. Santos going to try to find Schwartz in traffic. Schwartz hard charging once again. He's got one man to beat, but he may as well not even try, because you are not going to catch this kid underneath the post. Sebastian Schwartz gets his score of the game. I believe that is his second try of the day. And the conversion is good that he takes himself.
Listen.
56-3, Harvard Crimson over Cornell. And we have roughly 9.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Watching that replay, you see the defender almost got Sebastian Schwartz down outside the post, but that little stutter step by Schwartz ensures the easiest possible kick for him right after. Didn't even bother to give it back to Santos to kick. Not often you see a flanker taking the conversion, but then again, we saw a prop kick for Cornell. It's a day of unconventional kicking here in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Speaking of kicking, here comes the kickoff from Cornell to Harvard. Out to center field, through the arms of Schwartz. Going to be fielded by Santos. Looking for his options. Out to Zoo. Zoo taking it pretty fast up the middle of the field. Cannot be brought down by the first defender, at least not right away. And number 4, Lewis, is going to be charging forward once again. Harvard could possibly be trying to kill this clock right now as the first half winds down. Number 3, Prentice, going to try to take it once again, going through the tacklers. That's Sebastian Schwartz right there in the ruck. Carter coming up behind him to get him out really quickly. Out to the outside. Harvard's going to take it nice and far. That's number 23, O'Donnell.
That was fine.
No ruck formed. He's able to get right back up, looking for his options. That's to the outside to the Mumbako.
He's there.
Mumbako very nonchalant the way the defender's wrapping it up. That's DePrentice again. Number 6, Collins, comes in on the ruck. Carter, he's going to take it himself. Carter right behind him.
He's down.
Uh-oh, you got the scrum half right in the ruck. That's not right. To Santos. Santos going to try to take a grubber. Mumbako is right there on the outside, but no, it's going to be number 14, Bacher, with the try. Mumbako jumping on his back to tell him, hey there, guy, good job. And we're going to play a replay right now for you folks to see how that try came to be as Harvard continues to rack up the points. It is currently 61-3 pending the conversion. See that run by O'Donnell right there. Splits the 2 defenders. They finally bring him down. No ruck was formed, so he was able to keep the momentum going. That grubber by Santos, of course, set it up. Mumbako, you thought he was going to get there, but no. It's number 14, Bacher, who gets there first and gets the try in the corner of the end goal. Santos is going to be setting up for the kick. He gets the tee. He is on the far touchline, just outside the 22-meter. Santos sets up for the kick. Here goes the kick by Santos. It's up. It looked good, but the flagmen are saying no, and finally, Santos is now 6 for 7 on conversions of the day, his first miss of the game. But, hey, a lot of kickers don't even kick this many conversions in some games, so, hey, you can't win them all. Great job so far by the West Coaster out here in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Cornell, once again, going up to the halfway point of the field to kick off to Harvard. They have got to get some defense here going, at least take the clock down to halftime, try to prevent any further points. Then Harvard going to make, huge hit there by number 5, carry for Harvard. The Cornell defender just rebounding off his shoulder. Number 4, Lewis, is going to take it once again into contact. Carter is going to try to get him set up.
Hands were in, White.
That's a penalty to Harvard. Are they going to take it quickly? Yes, they are. Number 4, Lewis, is going to try. I don't think I saw him tap it off his foot there, but oh well, it's going to keep on going. Out to number 3, Prentice, stiff-arming his way. Out to number 7, Schwartz. Schwartz, again, 2, 3 guys. They cannot bring this kid down. Number 9, Carter, out to number 8, Monaco. Monaco to number 5, Carey. O'Donnell's going to take it out to the touchline. He's going to go all the way down the side. He dummies, and no, he's going to take it for a try. Cornell cannot stop this kid. Gradually going to underneath the post, and he touches it down. We're going to check out a replay of that amazing few phases, resulting in O'Donnell's try. Look at that kid's swagger. Is he going to take the conversion himself? Yes, he is. Oh, and it's a miss. Wah, wah, wah. So it is 66-3 here at Mignone Field in Cambridge, Massachusetts. The hometown Harvard Crimson currently beating the Cornell Big Red. Here you can see Sebastian Schwartz, one of the game's best players so far, taking it into contact. It takes more than one guy to bring him down every time. O'Donnell with the great dummy opens up space for himself just enough to get around Cornell's fullback. And like I said, he just casually jogs the ball down between the post.
Time is up. Bring water. You guys can bring water. PT. Oh, is she already there? Okay.
And we're going to be taking a water break in this one. Once again, folks, it is pretty darn hot right now, especially out on the turf.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing to fight for. All right. That's fine. It happens. Oy, that's tough. Guys were giving it to them a little bit early. But, well, they're getting a lot of it now. Yeah. Yeah. All right, I see 15 on for you. All right. No. Yeah, it's right there waiting for you. All right, time's back on.
Time is back on, and Cornell is going to kick to the Crimson. That's kind of a grubber kickoff there, taken by Harvard. By number 5, Carey. Gavin Pierce is going to, Gavin Prentice, taking it into contact once again. Zero fear from this Harvard forward pack. That's probably what uncontested scrums will do to you. It definitely saves you a bit of energy. Carter out to Santos. Santos going to try to find, dummy to Schwartz, but no, then for real to Schwartz. Finally, somebody takes Schwartz down just by their lonesome. O'Donnell's going to try to take it, stutter steps. Ooh, near knock-on, but the referee's going to allow Harvard to play on as number 23.
Backward, play on!
Oh, an unfortunate attempt at a pass results in a turnover for Harvard. Cornell is going to ground it in their own in goal. Oh, is that going to be called a try for Harvard? It appears the Cornell player fumbled in their own try zone, recovered by Harvard, and that is going to be another score for the Crimson. And as usual, Santos is going to have a pretty decent spot to kick from. Once again, he is 6 for 7 on the day with these conversions. Make that 7 for 8. 14 total points off conversions.
Right, yeah.
And once again, I can only say this so many times, we're not even at halftime. The Harvard Crimson continue to roll 73-3 over the Cornell Big Red. Honestly, folks, this team could not look any more different from the one that I saw play McGill last week. During that game, they were not having a lot of luck in their set pieces, in particular their lineouts. The scrums were being contested, and they were being pushed back a lot in those instances. But right now, with the uncontested scrums, the forwards are very well rested, and they're contributing to the ball-carrying game just as much as the backs are. This is a really well-balanced and well-executing Harvard squad right now, and we're seeing the results on the scoreboard, as you can see, 73-3. The seconds continue to wind down here in the first half as Cornell is just trying to make it past this first 40 minutes. It doesn't look like that kickoff is going to go 10
We'll
meters.
have a line out at the 50.
And the referee is going to call for a line out at the 50-meter mark.
Mark, it's marked.
All right, we are at 40 minutes on the
We have
board.
5. Hooker.
Although the official is likely to have his own time on the watch, and that, of course, is the master time. Harvard's going to go to their second pod. Out to number 1, Pat Connor.
He's dead. Get out of there. Thank you.
Carter out to Santos. Santos out to Zoo. O'Donnell's going to try to take it far out to Mumbako. This combination of O'Donnell and Mumbako on the outside is just not fair. Every time the ball gets up to them, they cover 40 meters before the other team can even blink. Gavin Prentice is going to take it again. Here goes Carter. Carter to Santos.
And finish the white now.
Carter's going to take it again.
Knock on.
And that is going to be a knock-on, but that knock-on is going to bring halftime. So right now at halftime, it is 73-3, Harvard Crimson over the Cornell Big Red. We are at Mignone Field here in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and we are very, very appreciative that you folks are choosing to watch Next Level Rugby to get your rugby fix. Of course, I'm Liam Poach. Are you enjoying my commentary? I sure hope so. If not, or if you are, let me know in the comments section. We'll love to hear your criticism. I'm sure all of it is constructive. And we're going to go to commercial. Stay tuned, folks. We will be back.
I'm working at the Imperial Hotel in Tokyo, and this area called Ginza, so which is center of Tokyo.
Hey everybody, it is 2019, and in 2018, Next Level Rugby was all over the country and the world, bringing you coverage of our sport up close and personal. It all started in Denver, then headed out to Vegas, and then next thing you know, we're in New York City, Japan, Austin, Texas, and a bunch of other places all across the country. But we would really like to thank the players, our fans, and most importantly, our partners that are helping to drive the growth of American rugby here in the United States and beyond. So let's just take a look at some of the shots that, we really loved and fell in love with, and, what made 2018 a special year is going to make 2019 even better. We're looking forward to what 2019 brings, and stay tuned. And remember, every day is a rugby day.
Through local sponsorships, Tradeview Markets is committed to helping the sport of rugby grow. Investing in local amateur rugby teams around the world allows Tradeview to make a positive impact in the team's community and provide support where it is really needed, rather than advertising with professional teams that don't need the money. Rugby has played a huge role in Tradeview's phenomenal success. Many of our staff play or coach rugby, and we recognize the positive influence the sport has had in their lives. This is our way of giving back to the sport. Our goal is to put a Try Tradeview logo on every top local rugby team jersey in the world.
What these guys have done for us, for our country, is something that could never be paid back, something that us as civilians could only appreciate and respect.
There's some hard stories in there, so they're all great guys. You wish they were still here today with you, but you understand, duty calls, they served a mission, and there's tragedy and everything, and a lot of them died in war, others died when they came back home, and there's a lot of suffering and pain involved, but you try to bring the good out in every situation, and this is our way of doing it.
My dad loved rugby, played it in college and played it in the Marine Corps.
Rugby was a big part of his life, it was a big thing that he enjoyed. It was a way to bond with others and to kind of release stress when he was in the Marine Corps. And John unfortunately died by suicide in 2005. Returned from a deployment in Iraq and really was struggling with depression and post-traumatic stress, and didn't get the help he needed, and died, 3 months after he returned.
He did get to play. We were supposed to play, and he first Marine killed in Afghanistan, and sometimes I wonder if it was my fault. I know I gotta be better. And I've been in the slump. I've had some hard times, and my daughter passed away 3 years ago, and it just all steamrolled. And then I finally got back around rugby again, and I got in touch with these guys, and I knew at that moment.
Hey there, folks. You are watching Next Level Rugby. My name is Liam Poach, and of course, you are watching Harvard versus Cornell. So far, 73-3, Harvard over Cornell, and it has just been a whirlwind of tries. It has just been a whirlwind of tries for Harvard in this one. Number 10, the fly half Santos, kicking off now for Harvard. The players have switched sides of the field, and Cornell will now be trying to get towards the Charles River. That's going to be the first penalty. That's a high tackle on Harvard, so they're going to get back 10, and Cornell is going to have a chance to set up some offense. They're going to take it quickly off the boot of their scrum half, and let's see if they can get something going to get out of their own territory. Cornell steadily moving, just taking some quick pick and goes. They're now over the 15-meter line. The referee is once again going to stop it. And that's going to be the second penalty on Harvard in about 2 minutes. Cornell once again going to get the opportunity to gain some territory as well as some momentum. Number 1, Wilkinson for Cornell takes the kick. But it's not going to reach touch. Harvard is going to be able to field this. Santos with the kick, and he sends it deep into Cornell territory. Will this find touch? No, it will not. Off the foot of Cornell's fullback. Oh, it's a scramble for the ball. That was just a cluster. The referee is calling a knock-on on Cornell, and that will be a scrum to the Harvard Crimson.
All right, no counter strikes, please, and no driving. Crouch! Fight! Stop!
Here goes Harvard with the put-in. Santos, the first one there to receive the ball. It's going to go to him. Santos.
He's down!
Out to his man who goes into contact.
Back! He's down!
Number of subs right now in for each team. Santos has O'Donnell on the outside. O'Donnell out to Zoo. Pumagula is there in support. And they are pushing through. Can that try come? No, Zoo is pushed back by the Cornell defender. They are not going to give up this first try of the half very easily. Or maybe they are. And that's going to be... Is that Pierce O'Donnell with the try? I'm waiting for him to turn around. We're going to see a quick replay, and yes, that does appear to be Pierce O'Donnell with the score. So here you go. Harvard sets up out of the rock there to Santos. Santos dummies, then gets it to O'Donnell. O'Donnell to Zoo. You see Pumagula there in support. They're knocking on the door of the touchline, of the try line right there, and Pierce takes it out of the ruck for the quick score. And Harvard on the board once again. It is 78-3, the conversion from Santos pending. Looks like Santos is currently waiting for the tee. Underrated yet frustrating part of kicking. Harvard, that whole first half was dominated by a much more fluid passing game than Cornell's defense could even pick up with. We saw a number of players, both backs and forwards, simply bulldozing through tackles, especially number 7, Sebastian Schwartz. You needed at least 2 or 3 guys to bring him down. He's a lot of the reason why Harvard was able to gain so much ground inside of Cornell territory. Also, you got to go with the kid with 3 tries right now. Jordan Mumbako has been an absolute stud in this game. And I believe he has been subbed out, so his day appears to be over. But that's okay, because he put up more tries than some kids put up in a whole season. And while many things in this world are definitely possible, a Cornell comeback, probably not the most possible thing, so the Crimson can probably afford to rest a few starters. Santos' kick is going to be not good. It's going to shank right. And he is now going to stay at 7 for 9 on the day, converting tries.
All right, he's a no-go. All right.
Harvard all set up to receive this kick as Cornell takes their time heading up to the 50-meter mark. It's started to cool down a little bit here at Mignone Field. The players are probably thankful for
1, 2, 3,
for
4,
basic atmospheric
5, 6,
science.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and I think, wait a second, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Referee
8,
appears
9,
to be counting
10,
players
11,
on the field.
12, 13. I only see 14 people on the field.
And he is only counting 14 people for the Harvard Big Red.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, I'm so sorry. I think there's 15. 2, 3,
and nope,
4,
there
5,
appears
6,
to be
7,
15.
8, 9, 10, 12,
I would
13,
hope that
14.
people
Oh,
going to
there's
an
14,
Ivy League
my
college
bad.
could... Oh, nope, the referee has once again said that there might be 14 players on the field for Cornell, so they're sending one more guy out there.
Okay, good. Now you're ready to go.
Cornell now at full strength and ready to play basic rugby. Sends the kick to Harvard. Fielded by number 14, Walker. But the ball is now bouncing back. Harvard in a precarious situation. Cornell going to try to pin them back there and get their defense going. Oh, no, but Harvard continues to bull through the tackles. What else is new on the day? Santos takes the ball, sends the kick. Can he reach touch? Oh, yes, it is, and it's going to hit here in the stands. And luckily, an alert fan able to keep it out of harm's way of one of the others. So we're going to be going with a Cornell throw-in inside of Harvard territory.
Hey, so when the kickoff was caught by Black, where was it? It was ahead of the 22, wasn't it? And it bounced and went directly out, right? No, this kick. It went. Yeah. No, it doesn't matter.
Trying to sort out the logistics of the
Black.
When the kick went out.
Lineouts over here, guys. You guys ran it behind the 22, and then you guys kicked it directly out. So the 22 rule does not affect you. It's where you kicked it.
So because Harvard ran the ball past the 22 and then ran back
so what
behind
happened was you caught the ball ahead of the 22.
The line out is going to be where
behind,
the kicker kicked it
out
from as opposed to where it went out of bounds.
Yep, right there.
So it's going to be a throw into number 1 Wilkinson for Cornell.
Hey, Black! Try line.
Inside
Black
Harvard territory.
Line,
can they get this maul going? They were able to defend Harvard's maul pretty well in the first half. Might they get the strength in the vice versa? To his first paw. That's stolen by Harvard out to Prentice. Santos is going to take it. Santos to O'Donnell. That's going to be a 2-1 split right there. They're going to get it to Barker.
Hey, he's down! Oh, I'm so sorry.
Harvard trying to move it past the 22, just barely now, out to Santos. Santos going to take it into traffic, out to his left side. Ken O'Donnell once again beat out the defenders along the touchline. He's still going, but an attempted offload goes into the hands of a Cornell defender, and it's going to be a turnover. Whoa there, kid!
Hey, time's off.
Monster of a counter ruck, but the referee has called time off.
Captain!
And it's all for naught.
Called 4 high penalties.
That's how you hit hard there, kid.
And that one was pretty blatant right there, so.
So that's going to be a yellow card to Harvard. Number 14, Barker, is getting sent off. So at 78-3, roughly 10 minutes into the second half, Harvard will be playing a man down to Cornell. Could this be Cornell's opening for the comeback? We'll have to see.
Time's back on.
Wilkinson holding the ball, very likely going to be kicking it into touch.
Whenever you're ready.
Oh, not Wilkinson. It's going to be going off the foot of Thompson. Cornell setting up the ruck. They're going to go quickly through the A-gaps of Harvard's defense. They've got backs left, setting it up. Cornell might be trying to run the pods, but that Harvard defense is coming up much too quickly and much too physically for them to do much with it.
He's dead!
A lot of lateral movement right now by this Cornell offense. Not a lot of forward. Harvard holding well. Wilkinson takes it, gets about a meter.
Please produce! Back foot, please. Yep.
Number 5, Kanara, is going to take it out of the ruck.
Rest out.
Thompson's going to try to take it, and he's gaining ground through the Harvard defenders. Cornell now past the 15-meter in Harvard territory.
Injury!
The referee is going to call time off.
9, are you okay? Take a knee. Take a knee.
He is instructing number 9, Thompson, for Cornell to take a knee.
Okay, cool.
For fear of a risk of injury.
The next kickoff? Okay, cool. All right, so you know what? We'll, how about we play to the So next stoppage. Next stoppage is good. What? How about next kickoff? How about that? Does that sound good? Next, yeah.
The referee.
Okay, cool.
Once again, going through some logistics about the game clock and how this game will proceed with the score at such a level. Right now, the water bottles are going out. That Bobby Boucher juice.
Yeah, well, I've been calling penalties and I did issue a card, so it hasn't been going unnoticed. All right. All right.
A lot of things have been going very well for Harvard
you
today.
still have possession of the ball.
Much
in
of the
ruck,
reason they've
so
been able to do so well is they've been able to pound Cornell up the middle. Their forwards are just so versatile with carrying the ball, getting just as much done as the backs can. This, in turn, forces Cornell to kind of group their people in the middle of the field in an attempt to kind of stop that forward momentum. This, in turn, opens up the outside to the Harvard wings. And as we've seen with people like Jordan Mbako, they have been able to capitalize.
Yeah.
So let's see how the remainder of this game is going to play out. Can Cornell at least get some pay dirt in this one?
What? Scrum. Yep. They were in possession in a ruck when play stopped.
All right, play is getting ready to resume now. It's going to be a Cornell put-in into the scrum.
No, so
just
ball must be
barely
passed out of the
at
scrum.
the 15-meter mark inside of Harvard territory.
No. All right, cool.
And real quick, I would like to just give a shout out up at Northern Vermont University, Linden, my alma mater, where the alumni game is probably just ending. Sorry I can't be up there with you right now, guys. I'm currently here commentating.
You got 8 here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go. Crutch. Bind.
Referee beginning the cadence for the scrum. Once again, the scrum will go uncontested as the Cornell backs get ready to receive. Out to number 14 for Cornell. Back to the scrum half, and Thompson is going to take it.
He's down.
Harvard really starting to feel the pressure from Cornell.
Hey, you were on your knees, okay?
But the referee is going to call a penalty, sending Harvard back 10. Can Cornell capitalize?
You have to get back on your feet if you're going to play the ball.
He called it off feet
excuse me,
on Harvard. Cornell is going to choose to shoot for the post right now via the boot of big ol' Wilkinson. It makes sense. At this point, you could score 2 or 3 tries in a row, and the end of the game is going to be the same result. So you may as well guarantee that you get some points on the board for those final standings, because we all know how important those final standings and point differentials can be when it all comes down to it. Both of these teams looking to make their mark in the Ivy League rugby division this year. And Wilkinson's kick curves in. It's going to be good. He is 2 for 2 on the day for Cornell, and it is 78-6.
Here, when there's 20 left, I'll call
Could this be Cornell's comeback? Something tells me it's not. And here comes Santos with the kick. Barely makes it 10. The Cornell player is going to try to take it, but he's going backwards. At least his support is right there. Cornell going to try to set something up.
That's fine.
Just behind their own 15 meter inside their own territory. Oh, but Harvard, number 12.
You were down, then you got back up. That's a penalty to White.
Stain thought he had the opportunity to take the ball off the ground and run it in. Unfortunately, the ruck was formed. He cannot play that off the ground. It's going to be a penalty to Cornell. Here goes Wilkinson with the boot.
Actually, that was a pass.
Okay, distance. Just barely over the 50-meter line inside of Harvard territory.
Numbers White. 5. You're good right there. so good right now.
All right, it's going to be number 2, Ashkar, for Cornell, throwing in. He goes to his first pod.
Not straight.
And the referee is
like
calling not straight, so the possession is going to go to the Crimson.
Line.
Harvard choosing another line out. This time Prentice is going to be throwing in.
Are you guys declaring 4 or 5? No, he's coming in. That's 5. Okay, cool. Okay, they're 5.
Harvard declaring 5 men for the line out. Up to their first pod. Out to Santos. Santos to O'Donnell. Or sorry, now O'Donnell has it. And he's going to break between the defenders. Out to number 11, David Zhu.
He's down!
Harvard continuing to move. Santos, hard charging run. He's going to bring it close to the 22 inside Cornell territory. Harvard continuing to roll. That's number 12, Stain. Santos there once again waiting for the reception. He's got O'Donnell on his right side. Can this duo do it again? No, it's going to be going out to David Zhu. Can his speed beat the Cornell defender? Yes, he is going to get it in for the try. Harvard is dropping an 80 burger on Cornell as David Zhu brings it in for the score. 83-6. Let's check out this replay.
All right, your coach wants me to call the game.
Anytime now. Here goes O'Donnell up the middle, splits 2 defenders, 1 pass out to David Zhu.
Call it right now? Okay. I'll let him take
duck, dive, and dodge.
Right.
But guess what? The ball's going to go out the other way. David Zhu gets the reception. Once again, he beats 1 defender. He beats 2, kind of 3, 4. And into the try zone. He puts it down. Right now, Cornell, they're not seeing red. They're seeing crimson, baby. Santos with the conversion attempt.
Yep.
Right on through, as usual. 8 for 10 on the day is Santos. And I believe that is the end of the game. They're choosing to end this one early due to how big the score is right now and how big the deficit is for Cornell. Your final score, the Harvard Crimson 85, the Cornell Big Red 6. Some great displays of rugby in this one, most definitely by Sebastian Schwartz and Pierce O'Donnell for the Harvard Crimson. And of course Thompson, the scrum half for Cornell, was able to keep him going. You definitely have to give it up to this Big Red squad, despite the fact that they were down a whole lot before even 20 minutes of the first half had elapsed. They kept it going. They were able to put some pressure on Harvard late, especially when they got that last penalty conversion. They were making Harvard sweat just a little bit inside their 22. Unfortunately, it was just constant penalties and an inability to move forward as opposed to laterally for Cornell. Harvard, you have to give it up for this defense. So much more improved from last week versus McGill, where they were, again, just like Cornell, they were moving a whole lot more laterally. This time with people like Schwartz and people like Santos, they were charging forward, and the results were as follows. 85-6, once again, your final score here from Cambridge, Massachusetts. My name is Liam Poach, and you are watching Next Level Rugby. Thank you very much for watching, folks. We'll come to you tomorrow from New Haven, Connecticut, where Yale will be opening up their Ivy League rugby season. See you later, folks.